Free-to-play games have become increasingly popular over the years, and it's easy to understand why. They're excellent time sinks and are now so robust that you never feel handcuffed for not plunking down real cash.
This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description.
Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be checking out the 10 big upcoming games that you'll be able to play for free in the upcoming year. If you have some time to kill, you can't go wrong with a free title, especially if you're playing on PC, which has many free-to-play options. But with so many games to sample, it can be daunting to find a game worth downloading. So here are the 10 of the newest free-to-play games that will keep your wallet happy. SMELOGS Playground 2022. SMELOGS Playground is a free-to-play real-time strategy game with charming aesthetics and a simple but effective gameplay mechanism. Set in a colorful and more approachable style of the mystical Aztec world, you will take on the role of playful and rocky SMELOGS to compete against friends for fun and honor. With a unique and simple but clever technology tree, upgrading and downgrading units and buildings at the perfect moment are the core aspects of the game. Units can morph into buildings and buildings into units and can change so quickly from one technology branch to another, which allows you to outsmart and maneuver your opponents. APOCRYPHA 2022. APOCRYPHA is a multiplayer magical action game where you participate in tactical team-based fights. Join 10-on-10 team fights against other players using wide tactical capabilities and use special abilities to manipulate a pace of battle, gain advantages, and initiative. APOCRYPHA allows you to create and upgrade your own unique mage using a wide variety of spells and abilities in a character development tree, Spellarium. Spellarium allows planning your build for your own playstyle, from freezing your enemies with Snowstorm to calling down powerful lightning bolts on them, to making their life worse with a help of various curses or incinerate them in magical fire. Build your unique mage, develop your own playstyle using these wide variety of spells and abilities, craft useful items to gain more rewards by emerging victorious in battles. SUBLUMINAL 2022. SUBLUMINAL is a 3D car driving platformer about gaining speed and going fast. Vehicles have precise maneuverability, allowing you to jump in the air and manipulate your orientation to drive on all surfaces. All vehicles are equipped with a space displacing mechanism known in Subliminal as a space displacing mechanism, or SDM, to propel the vehicle forward. This not only allows you to gain speed but provides aerodynamic control and the ability to conquer any imaginable path. REDFALL Dungeon Arena is a hack-and-slash action RPG game that also provides co-op features. Talking about the gameplay, the single-player mode covers a lengthy 10-chapter which consists of 60 levels, including boss fights, hordes, undead, and other beasts. The game is similar to the old-school hack-and-slash, gliding your way through fighting the beasts. The story starts in the city of Being, which is one of the last known refugees for the good guys. The player now goes on a journey to take revenge upon the beings responsible for the destruction of the world into darkness. The fully narrated comic helps you to understand the story well and guide you through the land of dark fantasy comic tales. After you cover the 10 chapters, you can raid the dungeon arenas in multiplayer mode with 4-player co-op system and gather gear craftings. Play With Me 2 on the Other Side 2022. It is the sequel to the game Play With Me Escape Room, as well as the second installment in the Play With Me franchise. Play With Me 2 takes place at the same time as Play With Me, where a private detective, Patrick Clark, disappears at the same time as Robert Hawke with his wife Sarah in mysterious circumstances. According to the suspicions of the investigation officers, a man called Illusion may have something to do with this disappearance. Apparently, he was very close to discover his identity. Now, Patrick Clark finds himself in the Illusion, and he has to get through a maze of puzzles in order to survive. Before we go on to the next games on this list, like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click that notification bell right now, or you will disappear in a maze and be forced to play with scary ghost children. Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 builds these events into every single zone, teasing you to explore by instilling a sense that despite Terria's colossal size, another surprise isn't far away. Guild Wars 2 establishes a friendly, inviting atmosphere by setting everyone on the same path to vanquish a seemingly invincible evil, and effectively removes many of the genre's tedious restrictions on cooperation. There are no long lines to wait in, no cliques of high-level players lording their seniority over the rest, no wristbands required to see the most interesting stuff. Everyone can easily take part in the cyclical world-spanning party. Events are often linked, so what begins as a simple kill quest could eventually turn into a full-on Centaur invasion of an otherwise peaceful township, making each task more exciting because it could lead to some sinister and undiscovered threats. BLOONS TD Battles 2. BTD Battles 2 has an intense head-to-head tower defense gameplay. You compete for the top spot on pure skill-based leaderboards by building up the perfect defense with your monkey heroes and towers, then sending cleverly timed attacks of balloons to rush past your opponent's defenses. Choosing your preferred combination of monkey hero and 3 towers, battle head-to-head with other players as you build your defenses, and send a variety of attacks to outwit or overwhelm your opponent. Progress through a series of rank-balanced arenas through pure skill-based play, then compete against the best players for the top position on the ELO-ranked seasonal leaderboard. Customize your monkeys, animations, emotes, and balloon attacks with dozens of cosmetic items to give each victory your signature style. OXENFREE 2 Lost Signals 2022. Lost Signals sees you play as Riley, an environmental researcher who returns to her hometown of Kamena to investigate mysterious radio signals, which are causing strange disturbances to electronic equipment. Before long, Riley finds herself caught up in a supernatural occurrence and the dangerous plot of a strange cult known as parentage. With a shift away from the teenage protagonist of the first game, the team at Night School Studio saw an opportunity to explore a different kind of coming-of-age story. Despite the move toward older characters, OXENFREE 2 Lost Signals retains the signature look and feel that helped to define the 2016 indie hit. From its painterly art style to the spooky atmosphere and the way the conversations play out around you, it's easy to be drawn back in for a new adventure. With a more expansive setting to explore in comparison to OXENFREE's Edward Islands, Night School is giving players more agency in how they can approach each of the game's scenarios. As you navigate through areas, for example, you'll be presented with different ways to traverse through the landscape, with riskier paths or longer and safer routes available. The Cycle Frontier 2022. The Cycle is a competitive quest shooter. On Fortuna 3, you compete against other prospectors or collaborate with them to claim as many resources as possible. The only problem is, the planet is hostile in many ways. Alien wildlife tends to want to rip your face off, rival prospectors are at best untrustworthy and at worst highly murderous, and if that's not bad enough, there's the Cycle itself, a planetary metamorphosis which, if you don't make it to the evac ship in time, will absolutely ensure the end of you. Well, it seems just like another Battle Royale game, the Cycle differentiates itself from the genre by allowing you to win the game without facing off against any hostile prospectors. REDFALL 2022. While the specifics of REDFALL's story are unknown, Bethesda has sketched out the basic plot. REDFALL is an island town that used to be known for its quaint streets, breezy boardwalks, and charming neighborhoods. Then, the vampires moved in and ruined everything. REDFALL's vampires are not typical undead bloodsuckers. Instead, they're the product of a scientific experiment gone wrong. I assumed that the experiment wasn't, can we make vampires, because that would be astonishingly stupid. The page also mentions that these vampires have managed to eclipse the sun, which gives us some insight into their power. REDFALL lets you play as one of the 4 characters, Layla Ellison, Devender Crowsley, Remy De La Rosa, or Jacob Boyer, each with a different backstory and particular set of skills. Well, there you have it, 10 free-to-play games that will turn you into a couch potato. Which of these games would you be willing to try out first? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section below.
If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.